looking at a question like number 2, where we're solving an inequality, meaning we're trying to find the value for x that can be substituted in for x and make this a true statement that this side is going to be greater than or equal to 15. And we're going to draw a number line. Okay? So just like in question number 3, you are going to want to solve for x, and by starting to do that, draw a line down where the equal or inequality sign is, and you want to undo all the operations. So right now this is 3/4 times x. We want to get rid of the multiplication of the 3/4. In order to do that, we have to divide by 3/4. Whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So we're going to take 15, we're going to divide by 3/4. Now that looks a little awkward. We're not used to seeing signs like that. So we're going to see, without using a calculator, how to solve that. 3/4 divided by 3/4, it gets rid of itself because anything divided by itself is 1. And so x is going to be greater than or equal to something that we're going to figure out right now. But we've got 15, and we are going to divide by 3/4. And if we remember from previous years, in order to divide fractions, we take the opposite, not the opposite, or the reciprocal of the second number and then multiply. So this will turn into 15 times, instead of being 3/4, it will be 4/3. So the sign flipped and the fraction flipped. Okay, when you're multiplying fractions, you multiply straight across. 15 times 4 equals 60 over, well, if it's just 15, same thing as saying 15 over 1, because any number divided by 1 is still going to be that same number. So 15 over 1 is the same value as just 15. 15 times 4 is 60. 1 times 3 is 3. We have 60 over 3. So x is greater than or equal to 60 over 3. Well, if we have to draw a number line of this, we've got to know what kind of value 60 over 3 is. Right now it's an improper fraction. So we're going to think about drawing out that number line and turning this into a mixed fraction. How many groups of 3 go into 60? Well, how many groups of 3 go into 6? It's 2, and then I have that extra 0, so I know that that is 20. Okay, so I should be able to check that 20 times 3 should be 60, and it is. So this value here is 20, right? And then this is 19, and I might have 21. And I'm thinking that x is greater than or equal to, so that means that I'm going to put a circle on 20, because that's where my answer is. X is greater than or equal to 20. And when it's a greater than or equal to, or a less than or equal to, you put a solid circle, meaning you're including that value that your circle is on. If it is just a greater than or just a less than, it is an open circle. So you've got what's called a solid or a closed circle and an open circle. So this, because it has the equal to sign, is going to be solid or closed. And you got to think x has to be greater than 20. So does 21 work? Yes. But 19 does not work. So you want your arrow to be going in the direction that it works.